Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the August 31st edition of Morning Mindset. Welcome. Hey, first up, how's the mic? Mic good? We had some issues last night. Let me know how it is here in the comments with you. Middle of the week, how's everybody doing? Last day of August. I don't care what you say. Just because Starbucks has pumpkin spice does not mean it's fall. It's still summer, folks. Get out there, enjoy it. It was a little chilly this morning. It's like 65 degrees outside. It's supposed to be like 87 or something. It's sunny. It's gorgeous. It's an early out for school day. There are 4 new preschools starting today, classes starting. So it is going to be a complete cluster after school, which is why we're going to go ahead and install signs today. So that's one of my 5 things. So I'm going to get here. What's the weather like in your area? What's in your cup? This morning, water. Water's in my cup. And then we need 5 things that you are going to accomplish today. So my 5 things. We've got a bunch of DTF stuff that needs to get done today. We've got a bunch of decals that need to get done. Because if you didn't know, we do more than just print, DTF transfers. We've got signs, banners, decals, magnets. We do all kinds of stuff. We've got a lot there. And then we've got a team store that we need to mock up. I've got to pick up fixtures from our storage unit to take down to the retail store. That can be done. And then tonight, 5 p.m. Central, we have Q&A with TNA. That's right. Back for another fun edition with this. Because we're setting up. Next week, we've got our 5 P's of marketing that launches on Monday. So we've got Monday through Friday, 5 nights of it. Cannot wait to do that. So I'm going to do it right alongside of you guys as we build up a new customer avatar, new marketing, new everything for our DTF transfers. So let me know, what are your 5 things? What's in your cup? Let me know all that. We're going to check in with everybody this morning and see how they're doing. Darren, good morning to you. Darren, stuff's going out today. Yes, Darren, your stuff is going out today. Your signs are going out today. So good morning, and good morning to everyone there. And Mountain Dew in the cup. Mountain Dew in the cup's okay. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a Mountain Dew. I really couldn't tell you. It might be all the way back to the last model days. The last time I had a Mountain Dew. What's up, Chuck? Happy hump day to you as well. Jerry, hot and humid already in St. Louis. Yeah, it's supposed to get hot and humid here later this afternoon. And Jerry, I saw your email come through last night. I think I replied to you this morning. Send the file over. Let me see. We can import it and see what happens. Dawn, good morning to you as well. And Renee, good morning from sunny and muggy Chicago. It was not muggy out this morning. There was nice dewiness all over everything. It was a little chilly on the golf cart this morning. It's getting that. I know it's going to get there. Gary, good morning to you. How is the sound? Does it sound good or does it sound bad? Sound good, sound bad. Thumbs up, thumbs down. There it is. Okay, so we're going to fix that. That's what I needed to know. Audio, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. And then back there. So let's see how it sounds now. Is that any better? It's so weird. All I have to do is turn the mic back off and back on. And let's see if that works and how that goes. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. But FU, Facebook user, thank you. That's what it's all about. Facebook user, because I don't know who you are. Facebook user. So that's why I say FU. The way to fix that is just to head over to our YouTube channels. You can go over to why is that there? I don't know why that is there. Let's go into this one. And as long as you head over to our YouTube channels, we'll be able to see who you are. FatDadLive.com or LiveOSG.com. We do this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, or, anywhere from 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I think we went as long as like 45 minutes one day. It's just a lot of great conversation going there. We got to get you pumped for the day, set you up for success. And me, like I said, that's the list. I got to have that list of 5 things. And so it's print DTF transfers, print decals, team store, pick up fixtures for the retail store, and then the Q&A with TNA. Those are 5 things I have to get done today. So sound is better. Great. Ryan, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Feel like an old movie. You're delayed by a sound second. Sound second. Yeah, there we go. Kristen, thank you. Much better. I don't know why it does that. I wish I could figure it out. But all the settings, everything is in there. And so sometimes I've changed it. It's gotten worse. So maybe just beginning, I will change it and then see what happens and goes from there. So I don't know. You're doing a CC, a retail. So here's the thing. We have a person that, they are our embroiderer, And we got to talking last time we were down there about having supplies and such. And we do, we sell it online. And we wouldn't mind getting back in the retail game, but there's a lot that comes back with that. Mainly staffing. Having a retail storefront, you were tied to that. And that was one thing that I don't miss about having the retail storefront anymore. I like being able just to do production, do emails, do everything I can there, get out, meet and greet with people, go places. Being tied to that retail store really, it put a damper on our production. So the way out of that is either you hire people in that place, so now you're paying for an employee to do it, or you suck it up and do it yourself. So we had a discussion just about what else we sell, because on Corey's side of things with Little Monkey's Craft Company, she does the glitter, she does sign vinyl, she does a lot of that stuff. So we said, we could. She actually mentioned, well, you could bring some of that in here because I get people that ask for that. So we're like, okay. So there were some talks about it, and that was back in July. And then, hey, summer's still going on. We're both still busy with stuff. And now that kids are in school, we can actually get into the storage units and start getting some stuff out and getting it in there. So we can do that or have that more in there. So locally, you'll be able to get glitter. You'll be able to get sign vinyl. You'll be able to get HTV. You'll be able to get DTF transfers, both stock designs that are going to be set ready to go and order your custom ones through her. What else are we going to have in there? There's going to be, quite a few different things in there. There's going to be some equipment. So we'll have the Solo in there. We'll have the StarCraft heat press. Those are the two that we'll have in there. May get some of the Walla stuff in. So we're going to, it's not going to be fully manned by us. It's manned by somebody else. So it's going to be kind of a consignment thing. When in doubt, turn it off and turn it back in. Yeah. So that's the plan. They already have people in there. They get asked about stuff. And so, it's going to be more of a commission-based thing, where they're going to get a percentage of the sales. And hey, why not? So we've got the stuff. Why not put it in there? So Corey, it's going to be Corey's handling of that. They just need my muscle to get the stuff out of the storage units in there. So as soon as this is done over this morning, I said I will give you an hour of my time today and not charge you $150 for it. You can take me out to dinner and we'll call it even. So we said it looks like we will go ahead and we'll get that taken care of, get that moved over there, and we should be good to go. We'll see. It'll be an interesting process to see how it all plays out. I'm letting her have, I'm not putting in any input unless being asked. So I can't wait to see what the girls come up with on that. But it should be pretty fun. Something else that is news. I got an email. Is that Monday? Because today's Wednesday. So Monday, I got an email with just a picture. It's a picture of Bill Layden. I'm like, ooh, what's being shipped to me, right? Picture of Bill Layden on it, no tracking number or anything with that. So I knew it was coming FedEx, but I didn't have a clue what exactly it was because all I had is that. I looked up a tracking number, it wasn't there. So with my sleuth detective skills, I was able to find the information on it, get a tracking number. When I finally tracked it, it was actually already here. It was here in our local FedEx freight hub. And I was like, okay. And then the next day it said that it was going to be 2 days and that it needed a special delivery because a special vehicle required. What? So then I looked more into it and it said that it was 48 inches by 24 by 24. And I'm like, what the hell am I getting that's this? Because I really hadn't had a clue what I was getting for sure. So shortly after that, FedEx called me and said, hey, we have a package delivery for you. Can we deliver it tomorrow, meaning today? And I said, yeah. And they're like, between the hours of 10 to 5. Come on, 10 to 5? Oh my gosh. 10 to 5 is ridiculous, right? 10 to 5. So I said, yeah, that's fine. And they said, verified address. And they're like, can we get a semi in there? I said, well, what do you mean a semi? They're like, well, it has to be delivered on the semi. So why? And they're like, well, because of the lift gate. I said, you don't have any smaller trucks that have lift gates? And they're like, no, a semi. I said, well, here's the deal. It will not fit. The last time we had something delivered on a semi, it had to park at the end of the court, and the guy had to get his little truck out and just wheel it all the way down here. I said, this is just like a pallet size, right? Like 4x4, or is it 4x2, or what is it? And she goes, well, it's a printer. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, can I just come pick it up? And so they said, yeah. You can come pick it up. We just need a copy of your license. We need the tracking number. I said, well, this is the same person I'm going to be talking to. I said, we're going to need a copy of your license. We're going to need the tracking number. We're going to need a copy of your license plates. I'm like, what is all of this? I'm like, sure, we can come do that. And when can we come do that? Because you can come get it now if you want. So this was yesterday. So that was yesterday afternoon. We went there not knowing a clue what we had. And because, just it said it was 48 by 24 by 24 and 175 pounds. I'm like, what is this? Lo and behold, it was the white toner printer. So white toner printer is in our possession. It is not the big one. It was just a printer in the box and the box of supplies. I was able to cut open the pallet, throw the two things in the back of the van, and just be done with it. So we have that here. Now, when will we find time to get going with it? This holiday weekend. That's my goal. There's some other things that I need to take care of. There's a couple parties or get-togethers that we need to go to, but for the most part, I am going to bust the hump to get everything done this week. I've got we had a store that closed and they need it for an event this week, so those are going out today. We have another set of jerseys; those will get done today, and then I'm waiting for the other team to pick their logo that they want on the jerseys. So I'm gonna get those, and then we have spirit wear stuff, and spirit wear is going to take a fair amount of time to get through all of that. I think all of that should be good to go and out by Friday mid-morning. So looking at my schedule, that's where everything is there. So I don't want to dive into playing something new that I can't. But what I'm really looking forward to it with is these three things, right? I don't want to use that finger. So these three things, temporary tattoos, right? Temporary tattoos are going to be a killer add-on to, especially with all the sports that we do. Plus, Corey uses the hell out of them in cups. So really love that. The other thing is going to be water slides. We've got a fair amount of requests on water slides as it is, and then especially in the tumbler side of things with her, that works out really well. Especially they're putting logos and stuff on the bottom of their tumblers with it for that. And then the third thing is going to be the hard substrates. Being able to print a full color transfer and apply it to this means that every one of these blank ones, because here, so this is a laser engraved patch that has bling anything on the back of it, which made it into a sticker. That's laser engraving. I will be able to have a full color one here, and it should hold up, right? So that's where I'm looking at it, is for the hard substrates, being able to use it on the tumblers, to be able to keep a full stock of stainless tumblers in here or black ones, and then add logos to them. Cannot wait for that. Now, will that be available for us in the transfer side of things? Absolutely. Once we know we have the process down and everything works, it's going to be an amazing thing. We can't wait to see. It's going to be a fun process. I want to know, white toner gets a bad rap. I think especially when it comes to shirts, I think they are great for that under 24, under 12 pieces. Like if you're doing it in house and you get 12 shirts, you can go ahead and get a white toner on that. Big thing is going to be having the negative space to it. The other thing is, your washability. Everything is subjective, right? I've seen washability as low as 20. I've seen other ones say 75. You're gonna have to test it and how it is there. If it can make 25 washes, if anything can make 25 washes, I'm good with that. So I think we will test through all of that. But where we really wanted it for was on our temporary tattoo side of things, our water slide types of things, and also being able to do clear, people doing white on clear. That is going to help out on some things as well. So I'm excited about all the things it holds, and that means that that's just going to be more future content on Tuesday with Todd. So I cannot wait for that. Let's check and see where we are with comments on things now. Let's see. Right, when in doubt, turn it off and on. Right. Either it's just too hard. Having a retail store is really hard because you're either hiring somebody to put in there. Now, when we had the mall location, it worked out fairly well because I would go in the morning. All right, so I would get in there 6, 7 in the morning. Corey would show up after taking the kids to school, any errands that she had. So she would get in there, about 10 o'clock, and she worked 10 to 2 with me. So I could have her taking care of everything up front or during or doing productions while I was running out doing anything there. And then anything that needed to ship out was done by 2. So she would just drop it off at the ship station that was across the street on the way to pick the kids up. And then I would stay there until 5 o'clock, and that was my day. But there's times where I just couldn't get production done and I needed to have somebody else in there. And so, okay, I'm shutting the gate and then I'm working or I'm getting in there earlier the next day. It was tough. It was a really, really tough thing. All right, Becky's got her 5 things. Pick up my niece from Alaska at the airport. Woo, that sounds fun. Take her out to lunch. Where are you going? What are you going to eat? I went to I was out picking up our white toner yesterday. There's a new restaurant that, it's the building's been there since before I was born, and it's for the longest time it was one restaurant, and then when that one, I think the owners died, passed away, and new ones came in, and it's probably been 5 things since then. The new one, they did a little expansion on it. The place is called the 11th Hour, and it was I got the grilled tenderloin, which apparently that's like a Midwest thing. If you're not in the Midwest, so if you're West Coast, East Coast, South, do you know what a grilled tenderloin is? Do you know what that is? Everybody knows what the breaded tenderloin is, right? But a grilled tenderloin. So I had that. It was pretty damn good. So I was excited about that. Kelly, good morning. I'm late. That's okay. We're glad you're here. Jerry, which printer did you get? So we got the Creo 8432 WDT. Is that right? Creo 8432 WDT. So that's the one that we got. I think we're going to try and do an unboxing with it. I'm not the greatest on production of videos, so what better thing to start with than that? Show the unboxing of it, everything that it comes with. It comes with its own little tablet. It comes with, some. For us, we got some extra supplies with it, and then when I got it, I realized, I didn't get the CPM 6.2 paper, so I'm going to order that today, so that way I have it, so it's ready to play when we get it there. Waterslides. All right, so Waterslides. Waterslides? Waterslides are a thin film, and they are applied to substrates with water, right? That's how it works. So you get them wet. You don't think how temporary tattoo. You put that on, then you put the wetness there, and then you peel off the paper, right? It slides off there. Waterslides is the same concept. You get it wet, you put it on your substrate, and then you slide it off. So it leaves the image behind, but it doesn't have the thickness of, like, say, a sticker, right? Because a sticker, you can still feel the ridge, you can still pull it off. These, on the Waterslide side of things, especially on the tumbler side of things, when they're done well, you're not seeing anything at all with it, so it's just kind of floating there. So really lightweight, really thin on it. So that's what we got. Waterslide, that's what we got it on there. Interested in how you market temporary tattoos, especially for sports. So Darren, here's how we've done it in the past. And we did it when we would do team stores. We did it when there was events, but that's how you do it. Buy a sheet. So if there's, like for us, we've got a couple softball stores in there. So here it is you can buy a set, $5 a sheet. It has a couple of the team logos on it. Maybe, go softball, go whatever in there. It had a couple different sayings on it, but that's how we did it. Football is where we really did it when we still had the mall store, because we really haven't pushed a whole lot of our local stuff, and that's what we're getting back into. But every Friday night there was the super fans for football. And so whatever the theme was, we would have temporary tattoos for that. And they would come in and pick them up and get it from there. So they're good little add-ons for things like that. I know other people that use them for giveaways. So, Halloween, here's the sticker or here's the temporary tattoo for that. The dentist office, the doctor's office, here's the different things for that. And just having your own logo for it. Events. So if there's a 5K, you can have that on there. I know on the 5K, there's times that we've done numbers for people, because they have the bib numbers, and here's part of it, so they can put it on there for them. We've done it for the golf outings, where they just had fun stuff for that. We've done it for pet fundraisers. So you can have some good times with it. Now, I know a business that does fairly well with just applying temporary tattoos. They have, a board that people can shoot from. They set up at your farmers market, your vendor shows, wherever they can with that, especially where there's going to be kids at. And, here, $5, you can get a temporary tattoo of here's your designs, here's whatever. So they do really well at that. And I think, that's just another thing to do it. So anything that you're already doing, you're able to just add that on. And that's where a lot of it comes into, is just that add-ons, right? And will that be something that we add as a wholesale thing to you? Absolutely. We'll be able to do that for you too. She does not hydro dip tumblers yet. Has she looked at it? Yeah, actually, no. I think she did hydro dip a couple of them, but as far as her main thing is epoxy. Epoxy is her go-to on it. Hydro dipping, it can just be a messier process. I 15, oh God, I guess it's been right at the beginning of all of this. When this started 15 years ago, we did some hydro dipping back in the day, and it was pretty legit. We had the tank and the sprayer and everything and the film and that, and I really should have got more into it. But the guy that I was partnered with, he was way more into it than I was, and I went on the apparel side of things, and he went that way with it. You know what? I probably haven't talked to him in 5-7 years. I have to check in with him, see how he's doing. But yeah, it was awesome. I love that part. I love putting the film there, throwing the activator on it, watching everything change, and then just and I love screwing things up too, not putting it in there right and get it. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. That was 100% the truth, Renee. There was so many chatty Cathys at the mall. The people would just come in and talk. Now we made some friends with those people, and some really good context with it. But a lot were just looky-loo chatty Cathys, right? Come in, just see what was going on. We'd have a lot of mall walkers that just stop in, so you felt obligated to talk to them. Especially being a small business, you want to talk to all your customers, but at the same time, you couldn't get production done. So that's where it really came in handy having Corey there, was that she would either take over production for me or she would chat with them and go back and forth. And a lot of them knew, hey, we got work to do, and it was here, but it was very, very tough. And Vicky is my savior. We sent some stuff out, and 2 packages got mixed up. Vicky ended up with one that should have ended up. So Vicky's in up north, and the other package should have went south, and they got flip-flopped. So Vicky, thank you very much for helping out with that. So Vicky's 5 things today: keep working on 100 T's, hair appointment. I need to get my hair did. Oh man, my hair is getting raggly. I need to get it taken care of. Drop grandsons off, complete another tea order. Older grandsons game tonight. That sounds like a great day. I don't think the 8432 is the smallest printer. They were branded Oki. We sold the smaller one, and 8432 was a large one. Okay, it does because I think right now through Magic Touch they only have 2. They have the 8432 and then the 90 whatever. So it does 11 by 17. The next one up does the 13 by 19. The other big difference between the size, we'll talk about all this when we get into more of the white toner side of things. But 3 things between the small one that Magic Touch has and the larger one that they have. One being print size, we can do 11 by 17. The next model up can do 13 by 19. For black is a process of CMY. For the next one up is a true black because it has a black cartridge in it. So we have CMY and then a white toner, which you could swap out for black, but they process it, use the CMY, so that way it's done in one pass. When you go up to the larger one, it has the black cartridge, so you have your CMYK plus white on that. The other difference is we've got different toner cartridges for it. We got different sizes. Print speed too. The larger one is about 3 times faster. So if we got really into production on that stuff, then that would be the way to go, is with that one. Price point, you're at $8,000 for the small one, you're at $14,000 for the large one. So about $6,000 difference in it. So those are the differences. So when we get into white toner talk, probably Tuesday with Todd, we're going to go there. We're going to have we'll have some fun and talk about all of that right there. Ooh, there's another good one. Seen temporary tattoos used for bachelorette parties with QR codes to buy the bride a drink. That's an amazing, see right there. That's an amazing thing. And Dawn's done hydro, and it was very messy. All right. And so somebody's talking, Dean, where do you get your paper from for the tattoos and slaughter? So for us, we get all of our materials from the Magic Touch. Do I have anything handy right here? I don't. Somebody should. Well, do I have it up here? No. But Magic Touch, and the reason being was they're somewhat local to us. They're only a few hours away. The people over there, every time we went to a trade show, they've been really good to us as far as giving us the information, giving us the tools that we need, helping out with it. Because before our white toner, we can run, you can run laser toner paper through your laser toner. So if you have a color laser toner, you can do Waterslides, you can do temporary tattoos. You can do that with those. The big thing is not having the white, so you don't have the white underbase, so things don't pop. And that's why that was one of the reasons that we were looking at it, is we were able to do it already, but we couldn't have the white. And so, if you put something that was yellow on skin, you're not going to see it being yellow. You're going to see it, the colors that are behind it, or whatever color your skin is, everything, it'll change the color of that. And so That's where we've had really good luck with their papers, and that's why we stuck with them. I've done rims. That's badass. That is pretty big. Yeah, it's quick. I love it. I love watching it. I just like embroidery. I love watching it, but man, it scares the hell out of me, right? I would have them watch the front, free labor, and there was times when I was on FaceTime with Renee, where we would both be working, and I would go and set her up on my iPad and have her set the counter there if I had to go to the bathroom or I had to run out. So if somebody came in, she could talk to them, so I could go do that, man. Because that's the other thing too is, when you're a one-man band and you're at a retail store, you have to go potty, right? You have to go potty eventually, and what happens? That's when somebody wants to come in. You got to put a sign on the door. It's bad. So it is not fun. You don't think about those things with that. And Curtis, where do you get the paper for your tattoo? Same place, Magic Touch. That's where we got it from. And you, like I said, with those Waterslides and temporary tattoos, if you currently have a color laser printer, you can run it through it. A lot of it's going to be depending on your laser printer. The best paper for you, because we had to go through different ones. We used the Sunny Copia paper. We use that for some stuff, but on the water slide part of it, it never really wanted to go well with our old laser jet. Now the other thing too was depending on the toner with it. We found completely different results on the same printer. We got a deal to try out some toner from somebody, and it was a third-party toner. It sucked. We didn't even talk about it because it sucked. For what we were using it for, if you were just using it for printing out your invoices and stuff like that, you're going to be fine with it. It wasn't bad for that, but it just did not work well. When there were certain materials that it went through that it wanted to leave streaks and wanted to do weird stuff, and it wasn't there. We switched back to factory ink or factory toner, and everything worked beautiful. So you got to watch what toner it is, what machine you have, and how it goes through there. But Sunny Copia is what we used prior to that. You know what? I'll post links to stuff in the group, especially when we get into the white toner. But everything that we've got from the Magic Touch has worked really well for us. And plus, the support behind it, having the groups there. They have their own Facebook. A lot of people have used them, so a lot of people can tell you the ins and outs of it. I've seen, I've been following it for a while, and I said for a while, we're going to get one, we're going to get it, take care of it, and we're going to move in from there, and then go. Yes, thank you, and Vicky. We can figure out. We'll email on how we want to do that credit, or if we'll send you stuff, or you tell me, and we will make it well for you, because I really, really do appreciate you taking care of that for us. Don, can you put fluorescent in it? I do believe so. Now, here's the thing with fluorescence, because we can do fluorescence on DTF too. It's a totally different RIP software. Or a totally different thing that you have to do in the RIP to make it worth it. And if you're not doing a bunch of it, it's really not worth doing. Now, a couple of things that we look future down the road is if we go to another DTF printer, we would take one and just convert it just for neons. Just being able to run the fluorescence, the neons through it, so that way you're not swapping stuff around and moving it back and forth. The same way with the glitter. We could run one just for that. Update on the glitter. I think we're at wash 6 right now. I think Corey's getting ready to do wash 7 on it here shortly. I got to see how it is. So far, I told him I haven't posted the pictures from number 6. We're either on 6 or 7. I got to look and see. I think 7 might be in the wash right now, and I haven't posted picture 6, but we're doing pretty well on that. The bride QR code is awesome, right? I mean, that's a great idea. FU is Curtis. Thanks. All right, now I know. Curtis told me there. I have one just sitting there. White toner or laser printer? What do you just have sitting there? Gary, you do go have a great day. You do have a great day. Yeah, it was good times, wasn't it, Renee, back when we did that? All right, 5 things. Screen print jobs, awesome. There's 3 of those. Status of web stores for clients, love that. Web stores are amazing. Ordering, invoicing, and beer by the fire pit. Right there. Finish off that day with the beer by the fire pit. I see right there. Dean is the Magic Touch. Yep. Magic Touch there. Let's see. I need neon for my logo. Just change your logo, Don. Change your logo. But yes, we've got some connections and can make it done. So it might be something that I'd bring in and see. Thing is with toner too, you got to remember each one of those toner cartridges is like $300 to $500 depending on it. But you're supposed to get 3,000 prints, so 3,000 impressions. We'll see what it is. Curtis has an Oki. I have a love-hate relationship. Never got the transfer down. And that's one of the things that I've heard a lot for, is that the process of it down, because, on the white toner side of it, you're printing and then you're marrying and you're going from there. And that's where now tips that I've seen along the way is using a laminator to run it through to marry that process with it. I've seen that. The other stuff is look at some of the one-step paper. So there's that option for it too. So we've got a couple different things we're going to try out and put it all in there and then be able to work for it from there. Laser. Yeah. Laser. See, you got a laser. You can try out some of the stuff. Yeah, Don, just change the logo. Like I said, change the logo. Change the logo. Then you don't have this issue. I'm telling you, change your logo. I did that. I think a lot of us have done that where we're like, man, this looks awesome. And then we go to produce and we're like, this sucks. Like, our logo is amazing. And then we go to put on other stuff. We're like, yeah. So we're going to change it. That's why that one is just red, white, blue, black, right? And then from there I can change it. I can do different colors in that. But I think I might have to change up a logo, because that's not me anymore. Now I'm all hat up. So maybe I need to put a hat on that guy, because that's how I used to be. He said, if you go back and look on our Facebook group from this past weekend or so, you can see how I used to have my hair, 20 years ago when this all started out. And that's where that logo came from. Now I just need to do it. Just need to do it like this. Okay. So we got a lot to do today. I need to get out of here. You guys have a great day. Our 5 things: print DTF transfers, print decals, team stores, pick up fixtures for the new store. And then we've got the Q&A with TNA. That's at 5 p.m. Central. Remember, Q&A, TNA, 5 p.m. Central. We have a bundle drop tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to surprise you with that one. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have Morning Mindset. So we get out there and do it. You guys have an amazing day. I love you all. Thank you for showing up. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time. Ooh, I guess I need to remove me.